just a little bit ahead of their opponents. That could be important, but more important here in the mid lane, the portal's down, not going to be quite enough to finish that one off. I think she had to use the beads to avoid the damage, and she did. So going to be able to get out of there and avoid first blood.
An incredibly well-timed purification beads as well. Discordia holding it for so long meant that Argo wasn't prepared for the follow-up there. They expected that to be a kill because of how long Discordia held those beads. Waiting until that moment is the main reason why she was able to get back underneath her T1 tower line.
And that's right, you have time when you're in the portal. You really have time until kind of you hit the ground again to beads at any point in there to not take that damage. That's what she did. And as you said, if she beads right away and she's still walking, they might keep walking forward, but instead able to get out of there.
Oh no, this is not the place that Goros wants to be in right now.
No, it's not. Finds the auto attack, weaves it in. Sprint's coming out too, so they're not afraid to continue pushing on the gas. Look for second blood too. They have the enhance, turning back in for the shield crash. I don't know if that was the right call. Falls to a double kill of Crusher, which you seem to be a popular item. Don't always go for it right away, but start with that tier 1. Try and help out. Umbot's here. If they continue to pressure in though, they might get caught up by the jungle, and they do. Fear no evil drops down right on top of Sleepy. Immediately beads, but it's not going to be enough. The Goros finishes it off, and they're going to be able to get their support out of there too. Through space and time has come to this team fight. Taunt, not enough to keep him alive. 3 kills for Argo, 2 for Kuzenbros in response.
Full lane for their aggression, but here comes the blink in from the Circuit. The Cobra's Kiss is good, but the Discordia Apple is off the mark.
Yeah, that hurts.
Appeal to really get him out and away from that Sobek by himself. Now he's getting punished even more for it, and it's rough stuff if you're Bartman 451 right now. 0-3, only 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes into the game.
Moonbots will very likely have to back after paying so much health for it, but again, Athena gets displaced, pulled back in, and killed one more time. It's looking a little bit too easy over here for the Argos. Already used the taunt, now getting pushed back into the Suns. We have seen this film already. We know how it ends, and it does not end well for the Athena player, so it ends up working out.
There's just so much of an advantage there.
Jumping back up over the Athena taunt. Mounted archery still not enough. Sleepy ends up finding that one. Another kill onto the Goros, who now falls to 1-2-1. Dual lane in real trouble. Looks like Bartman may have recognized that there's just not much of a chance he's going to be able to get out of this one, and ends up falling.
Osiris forced to retreat to the T1 tower line. Church pressuring out this Discordia nonstop. It hits Rex forever though.
It does hit Rex forever, but it does not save her life. Looking for the bounce. I actually really like that play.
I'm all for understanding leads and experience differences. Meanwhile, Church trying to get away, but this time Hippo's going to be able to find him. Church not able to get away this time. As mobile as Giannis can be, Hippo just did an excellent patience play right there.
Recognizing where that through space and time. All right, so long, Hippo. By Rex Forever and the Circuit. And ends up paying for this life. Sleepy Time finds yet another kill onto Bartman as well in the duo lane. 0-7-1.
If I'm Team Kuzenbros right now, main priority would probably be to send my Athena to any other lane because Bartman only likes showing up to duo to die.
And at this point, it's hurting the Goros a little bit too. Try and let the Goros, even if it is limited underneath this good bounce. Wow, it just gets worse and worse over there for Kuzenbros as Sleepy hits the not even particularly relevant, just kind of the style shot.
Defender of Olympus going to be used again here by Bartman just to get back to lane. And at this point, I'm kind of just thinking that he's using it to get the wave before he dies.
Right. Instead, we're going to see some fighting over these oracles. Through space and time being channeled, trying to let him get away, but it's too late. Patient once again is Hippo with the Fear No Evil and catches him right when the CC immunity's over.
Church is back up and running. Does have that ultimate charge and ready to go. As to whether or not he'll actually use it, the answer is yes. It's already been launched down the mid lane, coming just short of connecting with Discordia.
Eagles Rally comes over the top as well, getting taunt backed in. Sleepy has already found Hippo here in this fight. Pluck to pull Discordia back into the waiting arms of the rest of his team. Bludgeon being channeled, Bludgeon coming down by Parasprite, who's been doing a good job in this fight for him so far. Unstable Vortex is a little bit off the mark. Discordia doing the jukes inside the invisibility and is able to find them with that Strife as well. Aegis and Defender of Olympus being channeled to keep him alive, but the Blink Tail Whip is too much. Liquid Renegade finds that one. Blink once again for Ken to the backside. This time finds the Goros on the horse. Not enough for him to get away.
And Bartman, he's already seen this one 8 times before, but 9th time's the charm.
Portal.
He's gonna get cleaned up just like that. Unfortunately though, with the Discordia having been so far pushed up, there's not much that they can do to get away from this situation. Dropping at the jukes, we saw them come through earlier, but okay.
Looks like they're going for the end. They want to pull game 1 here. Does Argo over Kuzenbro in dominant fashion.
Argo know that what kind of lead that they have. Gonna get a couple of extra player damage there in the fountain, but that's gonna be game one for the Argos and a very dominating performance out of them.
I think Kuzenbros knew what kind of lead Argo had too.
I think they did. I think they knew as soon as
rough.
Bartman ulted in for his 7th death. I'd imagine that Bartman needs to be really careful about their positioning to not get caught out by that.
Ooh, the Scylla pick comes in for Kuzenbro, and I think you're 100% right about Bastet being problems for Sylvanas. But this Scylla pick, I mean, that's something that can be a little bit slower to get going, and it feels like a high execution god too, making sure you're able to land those Ima monsters off the Sylvanas setup or off the Dodgy setup. It's going to be very important, or they're going to feel like they don't even have a mid laner if they're not getting that perfectly executed. And then refine that groove of now where you're even. I mean, we expect these players to be able to do it, but there is something to be said for it. Mounted archery from the Gore. It's more than enough, though, to shut down Sleepy in that duo lane. He finds that kill easy enough and gets back out. But wrapping around the backside here is Parasprite. So strong last game. Has the Eagles rally available too. Up into the Ina monster, finds it, does the mid laner, but now the Eagles rally can come through and finds the crush. Credit ends up going though to the Athena player. Double kill now for Scylla, who's gonna have to try and jump out of there. That fight finally going in favor of Kuzenbros. Now can they disengage?
Great Hajiman ultimate on the backside. They were not expecting that. Argo's trying to get on the retreat, but the Gores is going to make quick work of Liquid Renegade. Meanwhile, Scylla still going in onto this Bellona. Going to be off the mark with that root, though. Just trying to get the crush off for some extra damage. But Parasprite's not going to fall quite as easily as the rest of his team. Jungle and Waves are concerned. Great purification beads, but it's not going to be enough. Rex Forever is gone.
Through space and time is channeled, trying to come over, even up these numbers a little bit, as there's been an aggression by Hippo over here on this solo lane side. Does have the chains down on both of them and gets the pull onto Parasprite, who's happy to just bludgeon and try and return the damage just a little bit. Jumps back over the Lord of the Afterlife, a 2v2 slugfest. I'm a monster though comes in, never gonna let it stay an even 2v2. Dives for able to get that second tick off. Already a 3-for-1 in favor of Argo comes out as well. It's Rex Forever dropping down the cats, but jumping away very low once again. As Scylla goes in the Ima monsters for the CC immunity, drops the damage but doesn't find it. Does get the Sikkim to create a little bit of space. There comes that scratch though on the poison, but actually they realize that they're probably not gonna be able to get this one out. In the end, the surrender vote comes out. So Argo able to get that one 2-0. Taco, talk to me about that surrender vote. I mean, it wasn't over, was it?
It didn't seem like it was over, but it seemed as though it was over mentally for Kuzenbros.
Sure.
Whenever a team is willing to F6 in that manner at a point, they kind of just recognize that they were a little bit outmatched there by Argo's experience and just overall skill level.